I'm Christian Scott.
And I'm Cam. This is this week's episode of Roar TV.
We interviewed multiple people who are involved with our school, including admin and extracurricular activities.
First, we're going to take it to Ms. Cox and then Mr. Smith.
What changes do you hope to see in the next few years?
Changes that I hope to see in the next few years are minimal because I like what I see. I just want my freshmen to come in a little bit more prepared, and that's what I'm going to be striving for this year.
And how can students work towards that and help improve that?
Coming to school every day, being prepared in class, asking questions, and just being a productive citizen of Kaufman High School.
Of course. What advice would you give students who want to make a positive impact in our school?
Be involved. Get involved in all things. We have so many clubs here available, so to be productive here at Kaufman, just get involved in activities.
Like what's one of the number one things that you see in a student
that participates?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see leadership traits in those students, being able to work with different people. It prepares you for life outside of high school.
What are some of your top priorities for our school this year?
So our top priorities for our school this year is every student, every class, every day.
What made you pick these priorities?
So these priorities are chosen because we want every kid in class every day present so that we can maintain our A rating.
Hey, I'm Christian Scott, and I'm with Mr. Smith. Hello. What should I do if I'm having conflicts with another teacher or student?
So conflicts with another teacher and student, both of those are kind of one and the same. It's just, one of them's older than you, one of them's your peer. You don't have to get along with everybody that you go to school with, but we ask that you try. The hardest thing about high school sometimes is that, some people that you're not friends with, that you don't get along with, you have to see them on a day-to-day basis. Whereas after high school, you get to move along. You don't have to be a part of these people's lives, that you don't want to be a part of these people's lives. But in the event that you need further assessment of the situation, you can always reach out to a counselor or a principal, and we can help you take the necessary steps on that.
What resources are available to students who are overwhelmed?
So my belief on that is no solution works best for any particular group of students, so each person is different on that. I believe in being task-oriented, so keeping a list of items that you can kind of knock off, that always helps out with eliminating some feelings of being overwhelmed or being stressed. Likewise, being not task-oriented, but journaling your thoughts out, sometimes expressing that to a friend or a family member, those are ways of helping with that. And then different coping mechanisms like listening to music or exercising, those are good ways as well.
How can they get access to counseling if needed?
So this year was a little bit different. The state of Texas brought in some legislation that through Senate Bill 12 that requires consent from students and their parents to discuss further things down the road than just scheduling and just not feeling well or something like that. So if we're going beyond surface level items, then we've got to have consent on file for that. And a lot of students have that already, but that's very easy to do through parent Skyward logins, or we've also got paper copies that students can take home and get signed on that. We're here to help, but the state's kind of put us in a bind on that, where we've got to get consent in order to go further from that.
How do I explore possible career paths if I'm not sure what I want to do yet?
So great thing is back in 2018, I think, is whenever they established all these endorsements, so all these CTE classes that y'all take, like the Roar TV class that you're in right here, those culinary classes, the health science classes, a whole bunch of different ones out there. That allows y'all to get your feet wet and see what careers possibly interest you and things like that. Those are great ways to explore different career opportunities, things like that, which ones you like, which ones you don't like. But beyond that, there's a few things that you can take junior year in your professional communications and college transition class. They do some career exploration tests, things like that in those classes. And then you can also sign up to take the ASVAB test. That's not just to join the military. That's also a test that allows you to see what all careers that might be best suited for you based on your score on things.
Hello, my name is Ian Enderley.
And I'm Braxton DeVille.
Today, we are talking about our student council.
Let's hear what Ms. Chandler and Derek Guerrero has to say.
Hello and welcome to this interview. I'm here with Mrs. Chandler and we're talking about the student council. First question, how long do you do the student council?
I've been doing student council here at Kaufman High School for, 8-9 years, something like that. I took it over from one of the other teachers.
Okay. Do you know from which teacher you took it over?
From Mrs. Merritt.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part of the student council?
I like working with the kids. I get all the student council, the class officers. I get all of the class officers. And so it's kind of fun to work with. I work with kids from 9th grade to 12th grade. When I teach, I only teach seniors. So this lets me meet other kids in other classes also.
Okay. What requirements do you need to go to the student council?
There's two parts to student council. The first part is if you're a class officer, you have to be elected, and we hold elections in the fall. So right about the time school starts, we hold elections. And if you become a class officer, then you're automatically on student council. But the second part is the student body can join student council also. And so we have both parts of that.
And what's your favorite parts of that?
I like student council develops the leadership in you, and so we go through and we learn, it's not just doing community service, it's bigger than that. It's figuring out how to make things better at your school. It's figuring out how to speak for your class and advocate for your class and work with admin and kind of, talk about what your class would like. And so I like developing the leadership in kids and helping them become better leaders.
So they learn for the future stuff?
Yes.
To organize
Yes,
something?
both in college and even in life. You want to be the person that advocates for others. That's a good thing.
Okay. How is student council different from other classes?
Well, we are kind of the same, but then again, we don't do community service in student council. Everything we do is about making the high school better, about making the high school better for the students. And so you don't earn community service. The things that you do are just on your own. It's you being a good leader. We don't have meetings as often as some of the other clubs, but then again, we are real involved. And so, yeah, it's a little different. It is a little different.
So they giving ideas to the school what the school could change.
Yes,
Okay.
and things like putting up posters around school to make things better. We'll pick a theme where it's, nobody should use vapes, and we'll decide how to talk kids into not doing those things from a student level instead of a teacher level. And so that's kind of cool.
Then thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
My name is Ian Enderley, and today we're here with Derek Guerrero. All right, Derek. So, what made you want to join student council?
I just wanted to join student council because I never felt like I was involved in them in high school throughout my years. I was never involved in them clubs or did that much sports either.
And what would you say is the most stressful part about it?
Most stressful part is doing enough activities and stuff so that people don't put the blame on student council that their senior year is really boring, or just not doing enough.
And what made you want to become president?
Since I was going for student council, I thought I might as well go for the highest position I could.
And is that a lot of work for you?
Sometimes here and there, especially with work and other school activities.
So how would you say that student council has changed you?
Ever since I joined, I really started talking to people I never talked to before to get their ideas and stuff. And I thought it was real enjoyable talking to new people. People are always looking at me since I'm president, so I have to keep a good mood and stuff.
Would you say it's worth getting into?
I say it really is. It gives me something to do. I feel more involved with my school. And just overall better connection with people.
All right. Well, thank you, Derek.
Hi, my name is Ray Burleson.
And I'm Mackenzie Milligan.
Today, we will be interviewing the band.
Let's hear what Mr. Wilkerson and Allison Martinez have to say.
Hi, I'm Ransom, and I'm here with Mr. Wilkerson.
Hello.
So how do you feel about performing at state?
I'm super excited. This is a big deal for us. We haven't been in the past several years. We've been on the cusp, one place out. And then this year, I think that we really turned it up and worked really hard, and I'm excited to go and compete. We're going to be the smallest band in 5A, so it's cool going without the numbers to compete with the big schools.
How have y'all's practices evolved over the season?
So we've had a little bit of an uphill battle with maturity, and it's not really anything on the kids. We're just a young group. We've got about 65 freshmen this year. So having that number of kids do something that they've never done before at a high level It just every single day, 1 or 2 more kids get it, and then now we're really, really efficient in rehearsals.
So what do you say is your biggest struggle y'all have noticed throughout y'all's practices?
Yeah, I would say the biggest struggle is just immaturity. And we have a very, very young group. Our seniors are kids that started when COVID hit. So we lost a lot of those kids over the last 7 years. And we're just a really young group. And even though we're young, we're still being pretty competitive this season.
So what song are you excited to see or to be performed at state?
Under the Sea is a crowd favorite. That always lights the audience up right before the closer. So getting them excited before the big moment at the end.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm Ransom and I'm with Roar TV and I'm here with Allison Martinez. And what instrument do you play and why did you get into that instrument?
The instrument I play is for ensemble and I play a certain instrument in there called the rack. It's auxiliary, so like cymbals and drums all mixed together in one. So the reason I chose to play it was because coming into high school, I didn't know what to play. And they're like, hey, why don't you play rack? It's everything at once. I'm like, okay, cool. And over time, we started adding and adding and adding new things to it. And I was like, I'm gonna stay on this because it's really, really fun. Like, you come into band and if you're in percussion and you don't know what to play or you're like a woodwind or a double reed player, I totally recommend to just do rack. Because then over time you get to see, hey, I want to play just this instrument and I get to play another one, you know? So this year I'm the main tempo for front ensemble because I play the snare drum and the hi-hat at the same time. So it's really fun, but everyone in band has a certain role that they play and they must complete it, if that makes sense.
So what is your thought on going to state and have you ever been to state before?
I have never been to state. This is my first year going to state and I'm really happy about it because that's been my goal. And I feel like going to state is a really big thing to saying like, hey, that school went to state, I'm pretty sure they're good. With our band, we've been placing 5th and 5th since I was a freshman. And I'm a junior this year, so that's a lot. But hearing your name being called to state is something that I'm telling you, it's so good to experience. It was really good, really, really good.
So what have you improved on this year? As in, you know, your instrument, as in, you know, maybe team bonding or working together as a band?
I feel like the thing that I've improved this year is being more relaxed instead of like, because there's so many things that can go wrong, but I've learned to have a clear head. I've learned to just go with the flow. And that's what I've improved on this year.
So what is your go-to Dunkin' order?
My go-to Dunkin' order is a mango pineapple refresher with Red Bull.
That's good, that's good. All right, well, thank you for letting us be able to interview you and back to our TV studios.
Hello again, my name is Ozzy.
And I'm Amara Liz.
We interviewed 2 people from both boys and girls basketball, Coach McLaughlin and Kaylee Wren.
Let's hear what they have to say about basketball.
We're here with Coach McLaughlin, boys head varsity coach. How will you handle this season? How do you think the season will go this year?
I'm excited about this season. We have a lot of great guys in the gym right now. Everybody in there wants to work hard. They want to be there. We have a tough schedule, a tough district in 5A with a lot of tough teams, but I'm excited about the group that we have.
When is your first game and who is it?
We play against Kemp on November the 18th. Before we play that game, we have a scrimmage this Saturday and next Saturday at home. And then, Kemp will be our first game.
What do you look for in a varsity player?
In a varsity player, we obviously want someone who's highly skilled. Basketball is a very skilled sport. Someone who's a good shooter, good ball handler, good rebounder, good defender. But more importantly, we're looking for guys who are good young men, guys with integrity, guys who work hard, who have a great attitude, guys who are coachable.
What is one goal that you have for this season?
As far as goals, we kind of just go day by day. We're just looking to get 1% better in practice every single day. We want to have the best season we can, but we know if we work hard every single day and we come with a great attitude and a great effort to practice every day, then the results will take care of themselves.
We're here with Kaylee Wren, a senior on the varsity team. So, what is the mentality that you bring to this season?
I would say it's my senior year, so my mentality this year is really just to have fun and enjoy the time I have left to play high school basketball.
In the game of basketball, who is your biggest role model?
I'd say my biggest role model is God. Like, everything I do is through Him and for Him. I'd also say my parents, they've installed integrity and hard work into me since a young age. So they've been a big motivator for me. And then my trainer, Corey, he's helped me develop into the player I am today. So I'm very grateful for all of them.
How has your game changed from your freshman year to your senior year?
I would say since my freshman year, my mentality has changed. I feel like my freshman year, I was definitely a freshman. And just now I'm more mature. I'm able to respond to mistakes better, respond to coaches better, respond to my teammates better. Just overall a more mature player.
What advice do you give to new players?
Work hard. Just whether you're in the gym for 30 minutes or an hour, make sure you work hard. Make sure you enjoy it. It's not fun, and it's hard to work hard if it's not fun for you. So enjoy the time that you have because you don't always get to play basketball, so enjoy it when you can.
How do you handle pressure for a big or a close game?
I handle pressure for like big and close games. I just resort back to my training. Like I've trained for this moment. I know what I'm supposed to do in this moment. So what did I practice and how did I do that in the gym?
Thank you for your time. Back to our TV studios.
What's up, Roar TV? My name is Cooper, and I'm a varsity athlete at Kaufman ISD.
What's up? My name is Franco Salcedo.
Today, we'll be talking about the Little Mermaid musical that our school is performing.
Let's hear what Blake and Miss Lamar have to say about this musical.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Bowers, and I'm here with Blake. Today, we're going to talk about the musical. What role do you have in this musical?
I'm Sebastian.
So, who's Sebastian in this musical?
Well, I am the little court composer that makes all the music for, like, the court of King Triton and the Little Mermaid. And I mainly just follow around Ariel, make sure she doesn't get herself in trouble, but I usually don't do my job well.
Oh, okay. What's the biggest challenge in taking on this role?
Usually I have to sing higher than most of the girls that we have. So it took most of the summer to train my voice, learning how to do that.
So it took you all summer?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so you've been
It was
preparing
easy.
for this for a while. So what do you do before you go on stage?
In the band hall, like right behind the theater, I take like a nap, just until it's time to go on. I just take a nap.
Really? With all that hectic noise?
I
You
just
can
turn
sleep?
myself off, yeah.
Do you have a blanket?
I don't.
You don't?
I have a very warm costume.
Really? Okay. What's your favorite line in this musical?
My favorite line is from the original, and it's right after Under the Sea. I say, "Sea child, you gotta put your butt into it," because it's just really funny.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Bowers, and I'm here with Miss Lamar, and today we're going to talk about the musical. So, what's your favorite part in this musical?
My favorite part in this musical, I think, might be the storm sequence. We have this really cool sequence where Prince Eric drowns and Ariel rescues him. It was really challenging to figure out how we were gonna make that happen since we are on solid ground. But we have some really cool lifts, some really cool lighting effects, and a few other surprises that make the sequence happen.
Can you share those surprises or no?
I think I want them to be a surprise.
Okay.
Let's just say there's a lot of shiny things, a lot of really intricate lifts. If you could see what was happening behind the fabric, it is a multiple person operation to make it look like Eric is actually drowning.
Wow. What's your biggest challenge in this musical?
I think the biggest challenge for this musical in particular is that it is an iconic Disney movie. So trying to balance making it the iconic Little Mermaid that we all know and love while also making it the Kaufman Theater Company.
So it's hard to tie it into Disney and making it about you also?
Right, we want to pay homage to all the things that we know and love from the film. We have to have the color scheme of the Merce sisters and of Ariel. We want to have little hints of things from the set in the movie. With the grotto, we incorporated all the colors from Ariel's grotto, and we pulled out a chest because that's what she's on. Finding ways to take swimming choreography from the movie that everyone knows and loves, but put it on land in a way that makes sense, while still having our own kind of creative freedom with it.
Wow. Who has impressed you the most in this musical?
I think the people I've been impressed with the most are Lyric Wolf and Vivian Fair Stewart. We gave them the challenge of they are actually alternating the roles of Ariel and Ursula. So with each performance, they flip back and forth. So at one performance, Lyric will be Ariel and Vivian will be Ursula, and then at the next, it'll be Vivian as Ariel, Lyric as Ursula, and then they flip again. So they're learning two polar opposite roles, and because of that, they never have a chance that they are actually off stage. So they've been at every single rehearsal, they've had to learn lines for every single scene, they've had to learn almost every single song. So it's been a lot of work, but they are absolutely killing both roles.
So why did y'all decide for both of them to switch?
They both had such incredibly strong auditions for both roles. It also, both roles fit their voices in very different ways. Both girls have absolutely incredible belts that we wanted to show off, but Ariel is your typical Disney princess voice, and they can also do that. So we really wanted a chance to showcase their full acting range as well as their full singing ability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Cameron Reen.
Hey, I'm Josh Wofford.
Today we'll be interviewing a great teacher named Miss McLaughlin.
We're also interviewing one of her students, Isaiah Nahara.
Hi, I'm Cameron Reen, and I'm here with Miss McLaughlin, and today we're going to be asking her a few questions. Who or what got you into teaching?
I had a senior English teacher, and her name was Dr. Ryle, and she was just really fun. It was British literature, which I really liked. We talked about books and wrote, and I thought, wow, this is so fun. Like, you can just come to school and talk about books all day. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? And so that was what, it's obviously a little different than that, but that was why I originally decided I wanted to be teaching.
What type of student do you enjoy teaching the most?
I like students who will just be themselves. So if you'll show me your personality and I feel like I can show you my personality, and I can just tell you feel like really comfortable in class, and you're willing to be yourself no matter what that is.
How does that boost class morale?
Well, I mean, I think everybody likes feeling comfortable being able to be themselves, and so if someone feels, like safe, that they can be who they are, and that, I remember one of the biggest things in high school was like always worrying about what other people were thinking, and so like at any point, if you can let go of that, like you're gonna feel comfortable, and that's gonna boost morale for sure.
What would you say is the hardest aspect of teaching?
The hardest part of teaching is just all the like testing junk we have to do, all the star. And I know it's important, maybe I shouldn't call it junk, but all the star little tedious minutia.
How does that interfere with like the regular class day or like the regular schedule of the day?
Well, I mean, it changes the way you approach what you're teaching. So on a day-to-day schedule, I mean, obviously it just informs like the curriculum of what we're teaching. It changes how kind of sometimes completely what that is, but sometimes how you approach it. And it just makes it a little more challenging because some of the stuff that I see is really engaging. You can't really do the same anymore, so you have to figure out how to make this other stuff engaging. And it's not bad, it's just more challenging.
What do you enjoy most about teaching?
The students. It's fun. You get to meet different people every single year. I like seeing old students, and I like getting to know my new students because then they're going to become old students, and that's the best part.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all for this week's Roar TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Roar TV content.